How's it going, everyone? Chris here with the next of my Black Ops weapon guides. We're currently storming through the SMG category, and today we're going to take a look at the Uzi 9mm. So the Uzi is an Israeli weapon, originally designed by Major Uzi Gal, hence the name Uzi, and it's perfectly demonstrated in the movie The Terminator by Arnold Schwarzenegger. If anyone's seen the movie, I'm sure you all have. When he's in the gun store picking out a few weapons, he chooses the Spaz 12, some sort of Glock, I think, with some laser sight, and of course the Uzi 9mm. So in Black Ops, the Uzi is unlocked at level 27, and it features the lower damage figures of 30-20. That's 30 up close, dropping off to 20 at long range. That makes it a 4-shot kill up close, or a 5-shot kill at distance. If you manage to get a headshot in there, it drops the shots to kill down by 1, making it a 3-shot kill to the head, or a 4-shot kill to the head at long range. Unfortunately, the Uzi, despite having quite a moderate sensor speed, it has a very high recoil with a straight upwards tendency. It just goes skywards. The reload time's not the slowest, but pretty sluggish at 2.4 seconds or 3.25 seconds from empty. It's got the fast fire rate of 937.5 rounds per minute, and like the MPL, it has the insanely high magazine size of 32 rounds. So I have to admit, the Uzi is not a weapon I've really been looking forward to doing a guide on. I've used it at just a couple of times, you know, early in the game. You know, just to see what it was like. I think I played half a game with it and then thought, stuff this is rubbish. The recoil is just insane. It just, like I said, the recoil just goes skywards, and if you hold the trigger down, you end up just shooting in the air. If you try aiming down the sights, all you can see is a bunch of metal. You can't really see through it. So it makes the Uzi probably the worst SMG. But with these weapon guides, obviously we learn new things, and I even learn things as much as I hope that you guys learn things from what I share with you, this information. From the research I've done, I've actually found that the Uzi is the best weapon out of the SMG category. It has the best hip-fire capabilities. So in actual fact, it's more deadly being used when spraying from the hip than it is aiming down the sights. So it really does make quite a good fun weapon to use. You just basically run around and spray from the hip, and obviously the steady aim perk just enhances that even further. You can get some quite long range hip fire kills. So it does make some quite interesting gameplay. So other than the insanely high recoil, the stats are pretty average. I think the closest it can be compared to is the MPL with that high magazine size. It's unfortunate that the recoil is so high, because otherwise it could make quite a decent weapon, because attaching rapid fire to it with that good hip fire capability would make a really good weapon, but attaching rapid fire with that high recoil just makes it even worse, and it's just definitely not one to consider. So let's take a look at some recommended perks. My first recommendation usually goes with Scavenger. If the ammo supply of the weapon isn't too high, like the Uzi, you only get enough ammo as standard for about 3 magazines worth. But with the Uzi not being too good overall, it's not a sort of a weapon that you're going to go on any high kill streaks with. So I've got lightweight down here just to maximise the fun that you can have in Black Ops, because you can go diving out of windows and and jumping off buildings and stuff without any fall damage. The second perk we've got is steady aim. Now I think this is crucial for the Uzi, because obviously with it being so good at firing from the hip, you want to enhance that feature as much as possible. So steady aim just does that. It narrows down your hip fire spread, and it makes it a lot easier to shoot people, even easier than actually aiming down the sights. And third up, just like with all the SMG guides I've done so far, the Marathon perk just cuts out the delays between sprinting, and helps you run around the map and get up close and personal with the bad guys. So attachment wise, the number 1 attachment by far is the grip attachment. Obviously the grip increases your sensor speed, which helps reduce the recoil of weapons. With the Uzi being a weapon with such a high recoil, you want to reduce it as much as possible. So attaching the grip is the number 1 choice. In Black Ops, the grip is actually comes along in the form of a stock, and it really does help control the weapon. Otherwise, you can maximise that high magazine size and equip extended mags, which increases 32 round magazine size right up to 48 rounds, which is another insane figure. 48 rounds in a magazine is only otherwise seen in the G11 assault rifle, which is a 3-round burst. So spraying for days with the Uzi with a 48 round magazine size, you could potentially get some nice multi-kills. Otherwise, if you're feeling daring and you're wanting a bit of a challenge, the rapid fire attachment does make the Uzi a lot more deadly, but you're going to be tackling that insanely high recoil even more. So if you want to have some fun and see how many kills you can actually get, try equipping the rapid fire with the Uzi. The Uzi does come with a few optical attachments like the red dot, reflex and ACOG, but with the recoil being so high, it's not really worth aiming down sights at all, so those attachments are pretty much a waste. So all in all, it does make quite a fun weapon to use, just running around spraying from the hip. It wasn't quite as bad as I expected it to be. Like I said, I wasn't really looking forward to reviewing this weapon, but it turns out I had some quite fun games with it. So give it a try yourself and let me know your thoughts on it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, obviously drop me a thumbs up, it'd be really appreciated. It gets my videos out there. Drop a comment if you'd like to share your thoughts on the Uzi. Otherwise, stick around for more of these Black Ops weapon guides. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you all later.